Good evening and good morning, and welcome to Double Talk. I'm Mark Steffen.
Good afternoon, Mark.
Guten Abend.
Good early morning. I'm Michael Mandel, and we are meeting once again here for some purpose, the purpose to give you information. I was in Cape Cod last week, so obviously they didn't want to Facebook the show. I can phone the show in. I pretty much do. So, but I'm back.
Yes, last week.
How do our shirts look?
Last week we
good
had a
color.
rerun. We're hot today. Look at this.
Yeah, burning.
It's a hot day.
With the sun.
My
yes.
goodness, it's hot.
Yes, I was in Cape Cod, which was fairly hot.
And humid, right?
85 in Cape Cod is hot.
But you were full of tourists. How long did you have to stand in line to get on the island?
Actually, it was overcast on Saturday when we drove in, and there was no traffic getting over the bridge. It was amazingly quick. We immediately got to our normal restaurant in Sandwich and had oysters and, gin-based cocktails, which is what we're talking about now.
Yes, today gin and tonic.
That's my segue here. We're doing 2 San Francisco gins because I was looking through the Gin Bible, which says Gin the Manual. Bible, I guess, would be too serious. Because I was looking for gins.
Nothing sacred here, really.
No. Gins that would get a 5 out of 5 on the gin and tonic thing. It rates how different gins work in things like Negronis and, I don't know, Sicilian lemonade. So
the gins that work the best, the most, get the highest marks?
Yes, 5 is the tops. They rate the gins separately on a scale of, to 5 with halves. Yeah. They also rate the way they work on drinks. These two both got 5s, and they're both from San Francisco. And this one is the older one. It's from, they started in 1996, and this is Junipero. Junipero, but the point is...
the Spanish term for juniper.
Fritz Maytag, who started Anchor Brewing, which does a lot of booze, did this one. Your ice is
melting rapidly in this hot
going
studio.
Really...
We're under the lights here
yes.
today.
If anybody wants to drink there...
And we've heard of the Father Junipero Serra from San Diego. You know, he's a priest that they're trying to beatify and make into a saint. The man who invaded Southern California and chopped the feet off of the Indians and enslaved them because they wouldn't become Catholics.
That's pretty sanctified. Well, he was very strict, as religion often is. San Francisco strength. So this is 98.6 proof. It's almost 50% alcohol.
Okay.
So that means I'll just give you a little of this.
Oh, you know what proof is that?
This
you've proven
this is all sugar, baby. Oh, I think we discussed it last time. White Rock
water.
Tonic water has sugar as opposed to the stuff you hate, which is high
fructose corn syrup or aspartame. Now, does that have quinine?
Yes, it has quinine.
Okay, that's what you want.
That's what you get.
Not all tonic water does.
And
a little more gin. A little more tonic.
Don't be a baby.
A little light.
No, we serve everybody. We have a drive-up window here, folks. You can't see.
Yes. It. Come to the show. You get a free drink.
Well,
let's see.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Okay, this has.
You've got the lime.
Here's your lime. We do a little lime. This is our token lime.
That's a good gin and tonic, Michael.
Very good.
Does have a lot of flavor.
Now,
it's got a little lavender flavor, in the back.
Yeah, it's got a different flavor than any other gin and tonic I've had. I don't know if that's because of the tonic water.
No. You can taste the gin. The gin is really evident back here. I think the flavor
Very good.
is
You could
strong.
drink a lot of these.
Well, you could.
You couldn't?
Well, I wouldn't after a certain point.
I'm not saying I would, but
Okay. Moving on.
it'd be easy to do so.
Also, there's a little citrus. This is from 1996. He started making this in San Francisco from Anchor Brewing, which Anchor Brewing has an incredible catalog of drinks that they import as well as make.
Oh. Now, how many times has this been distilled? Do we know?
Do you know what distillation does? Not much.
It makes it, every time you distill it, you get less of a hangover.
Except if you distill it right the first time and you cut off the back, the tail and the head in the right places, you don't get all those poisonous alcohols. So telling how many times it's been distilled is not that important.
Well, it is because it tells you how much effort has gone into the making of it.
Not really. You're thinking the same way people used to talk about those streaks on the cups with wine. The lees that they left. How many
Oh.
stains? What is it? Wings?
Well, I haven't seen a wine that does that in a long time. Unless it's
Anyway,
homemade
that
wine.
just shows how much sugar it's got.
Yes.
Anyway,
Now, we're going to taste the second one after the break, right?
we will. And speaking of, so we're going to talk about, if you want your opportunity to drink this week, you have...
and eat.
And eat.
Yeah.
You have an opportunity to go to Cafe Central vodka dinner on Thursday for only $75.
That's my favorite restaurant in the area, frankly.
Anson 11's pretty good, but Cafe Central is
It's
good.
the old standard. It's been there for years.
So they're doing a vodka dinner. See if you could take this over your dinner time. First course would be, let's say, oysters and other stuff with a Belvedere Classic Martini.
Okay, got it.
Second, which is hors d'oeuvres with a Grey Goose Lavender Moscow Mule. You know, the Moscow Mule is with
Lemonade?
Ginger ale. No, ginger beer.
Ginger beer.
Ginger beer or ginger ale. So it's vodka, lavender flavored, and Moscow Mule. The surf and turf would be Scottish salmon and a dry aged strip loin served with Olivier salad.
Whatever that is.
Good, but whatever it is. And the drink would be effin' watermelon cucumber cocktail. The surprise vodka drink comes with your dessert, which has things. You want to pronounce this one?
No, something Malacca.
Petici Malacca,
Malacco.
a bird's milk cake, vodka marshmallow, and chocolate. And the vodka drink for that would be Hendrick's Gin Blackberry Thyme Sparkler. So once again, Cafe Central
Bringing it.
doesn't know their alcohols and
Mixing
gives you
gin
and vodka. Although gin is merely vodka with some juniper in it
And some other.
and other stuff.
Right. So, well, it's just wrapping it up with a little different essence.
Yes, and next week, if you want to plan ahead, or the week after, on August 3rd, is a Billy Cruz August wine dinner. We'll tell you about that next week. It's with Hess Wine.
Yes. Like I told you, I was reading Wine Spectator magazine. And they put out a special issue this month where they rate all
Restaurants.
top restaurants in every state who pair their food and their wine, have a good wine selection.
You're talking about
With
the
food,
specific
it
thing
goes-
of pairing wine.
Pairing wine with the food and have a good wine selection to begin with. And of course, in New Mexico, most of them were in Santa Fe, Albuquerque, one in Taos, up in that area, one in Abiquiu, believe it or not. Only 2 were in southern New Mexico. Billy Cruz in Santa Teresa and De La Vega's Pecan Grill in Las Cruces.
Pairing their wines.
Yeah.
They have pretty good wines.
Do they?
The first time I learned how to like Zinfandel was there. They had Brazen Zin. It was really good.
And yes. And
Billy Cruz has won Wine Spectator awards for at least 10 years because their liquor store is where they get all their wines from. And they have a great selection of wines because it's in a rich neighborhood and wealthy people go there and spend beaucoup dollars on booze.
Well, it's right on the border of a rich and a poor neighborhood, and because the country club's gone.
Well, I'm saying rich because they would prefer saying rich, not a poor neighborhood.
But they're right near a very upper scale neighborhood in El Paso.
Yeah, upscale. The upper, what is it? The Upper Valley? Is that what they call it?
Yeah, in El Paso there is the country club area, country club road. It's a very nice neighborhood.
So Billy Cruz is a good place to go, and that would be the week after this coming week. If you want to hear more about that, go look up Billy Cruz on your computer.
It's in Santa Teresa, New Mexico.
And it's right near the Rio Grande River.
Yes.
Which also starts in Colorado.
It's true.
I understand Colorado, a town called Hugo, has told people not to drink the water in the town because there's THC in there, possibly from all the marijuana that people have.
Well, see, it's because that's a county that has not allowed marijuana to be sold there for recreational purposes. Not every county has bought on to that, and this is one of them. So they think maybe somebody, out of spite, threw a bunch of marijuana down the well, and the THC is leached into the water system. And now the water smells like bong water.
So if you don't like to smoke, and if you don't like to take pills or eat gummy bears, and you want to go to Colorado, go to Hugo and have a glass of water, because that'll get you, we don't know how high. Probably not that high.
I hear the sales of pizzas have gone through the roof.
That's a good way to increase that.
You've heard of the term a chicken in every pot? There is
pot in every chicken. So I hear everybody loves having soup in that town.
Yes.
And
Soup's
if you make your pasta in water, you get high pasta.
And the tea is delicious.
A good way to have tea.
Yes.
So if you haven't already moved to Colorado for their legalized pot, now their legalized pot flavored water. Next week we will be trying different waters from Colorado and telling you how their pot quotient works out.
You know, an entrepreneur would bottle that water and sell it.
It makes sense. I mean, if they're saying don't drink it or don't use it because there's THC in it.
How much THC?
You know,
there can't be that much.
No, it can't be because really, I don't know.
With the volume of water, how much pot? Who would,
It's a lot of
who would
water.
throw down thousands of dollars worth of pot?
Maybe they were running away from the law and they wanted, where can we dump it? Let's dump it in the well. So it would also mean that, you know, I think pot, if it's like LSD you can absorb through your skin. So if you can absorb THC through your skin and you take a shower,
Oh,
man,
well, you know, we put
getting up with a kick.
our tap water has chlorine in it, which gets absorbed in your skin and causes all kinds of ailments.
Yeah, but I'm not blonde like you, so you must shower more.
I'm not blonde either.
You're blonder than
I got a
am.
few grays going
You're
on.
almost as blonde as that Mike Pence guy, you know?
Oh, well, that'll
Mike
be,
Pence is the ultimate blonde. In fact, didn't Steve Colbert say that he is the product of, he was born when lightning hit a mayonnaise jar? Because he is totally white. He looks like the perfect Aryan. He
Yes.
is a perfect Aryan.
He looks like
He-
Robert
he's very
Shaw
white.
in that movie where he played
Scary.
the German.
Scary. Yes. Clean, crisp, SS type.
Let me take another sip of this, Michael.
Well, it's pretty much water, but we have to get rid of it before the halftime show. How's our time? We were just looking at this marijuana leaf and we don't know. I can't tell.
3 minutes. Let's talk about Hastings, Michael. You know, the company that owns Hastings has filed for bankruptcy.
Yes.
There's Hastings outlets all over New Mexico.
Somebody told you they were not going to go out of business, but in the article in today's paper, yesterday's paper, it said that Hastings was going to declare bankruptcy and get somebody to work them out.
Yes.
Whoever took it over said, let's sell the crap and get as much money as we can out of this place because it ain't going to work.
So the one heck of a bargain sale going on soon.
And the reason it doesn't work because all forms of media have now become digital. The same problem that newspapers have, so does movies and magazines and music.
Well, you know, they sell books, magazines. I like to buy a book. I like to have a magazine in my hand. You know, you can circle stuff. You can refer back. I like DVDs. I've skipped the Blu-ray format because
Well, that really wouldn't
I'm going to
matter.
wait till the next format
But
comes
you know,
out.
books are a thing of the past. You know,
They are not.
We have they are. I hate to say that, Alan Palanker, because he loves books, because he has ancient books. But you can't. You know, people who are short can't even get a phone book to sit on that's big enough. What they have to do is stack a few cell phones under their
phone
ass.
books have been getting thinner
Well,
and thinner and thinner.
Right, you can't use phone books. People are stacking large cell phones under their ass. They're buying extra cell phones so they can
And butt dialing
drive.
all their friends at the
Yes,
same
they
time.
dial everybody. The Bible, you're not allowed to sit on a Bible. It's written in the Bible.
So, yeah, well, when I was in Hastings about 2 weeks ago, and I said, hey, you guys going to close? He said, no, we're not going to close.
They
because
wish.
We
2
are
weeks
the
ago,
most
that was
profitable store in the chain.
Which is a relative thing, and they're gone. They're going to be out of here by October 31st. There will be probably good sales for those of you who still want VHS tapes. Go there.
If you want to, yeah, if you have the room to store stuff.
VHS tapes.
Not VHS, but they do have DVDs. They have books, a lot of books.
DVDs, music, CDs.
And,
People still CDs
and
are
memorabilia.
good. I like CDs. You can quantify your talent on a CD. If you go to Pandora, if you go to any of these services that say, we will tell you what type of music you like and then play it, and you won't know who's making it, so you won't know who you like. You just go, I like Pandora Channel 3. Do they even have channels? I don't know.
I wouldn't know.
I like to have my brain quantified and then told what it likes. That's why I like CDs. You know, in the old days when people used to buy singles,
Yes,
and the singles were good.
because they like that song, but they didn't like
Right, but
whole
you
album.
get the whole album. There are some good, juicy things there that may not be as catchy,
That's
but
true.
are solid.
There's always a few clunkers on an album.
There's
too.
always a few clunkers or long instrumentals, which
I
if
don't
you
mind
have
a lot of those.
if you have enough water from Hugo, Colorado, you can sit through these
And groove through
those
it.
long ones.
Let's take a break.
Are we going to take a break?
It's that time because
we're
we
going
need
to knock
fire
off our
up
ice cubes.
The next one.
See you
We'll be
in
right back after
however
these.
long this ad takes.
You know,
Probably
out of water.
Hi, I'm Cheryl Burke, and I have a confession to make. I have a serious crush on my workout. Hip, fun, and always a challenge. Jazzercise is the total package. It's the only workout that I've ever truly loved. Does it show? That's because I'm in the best shape of my life. What a difference Jazzercise makes. When's the last time your workout swept you off your feet? Find a class near you at jazzercise.com.
Celebrate, celebrate, Fiesta Motors.
Come and see us today and discover why our service is second to none. In business for over 17 years, we have the right car for you. When you buy a vehicle from Fiesta Motors, we do everything possible to ensure your satisfaction. Located at the corner of El Paseo and Main. See you there.
Celebrate, Fiesta Motors, where buying a car is always a celebration.
We are back. This is Double Talk on the Las Cruces channel.
There was an echo here. Is your voice like getting melodious all of a sudden?
I'm a
Perhaps you could have a church of your own someday.
Well, I don't hear the echo, but I am.
I heard the echo.
I have been accused of being ubiquitous. Could that be it?
Ubiquitous all over. God is ubiquitous, if there is a God.
He's in the control room.
Well, he's the TV god. We do have. I will make the drinks while you get started on the next topic.
Well, you know, J. Arthur Smith, who is our state senator
From Deming.
from Deming, Luna County, and Chavez County.
He's
Luna
a
County
powerful guy.
Yeah. Anyway,
He is.
he is. And,
Yes, he's the head of the finance committee
right.
in the Senate.
And he's warning against the
Coming deficit.
The coming, it's here really, and it's coming worse in New Mexico.
Why do we have a deficit? Is
Well-
it because of mismanagement, or is it because of?
Well, I wouldn't put mismanagement past part of it, but a lot of it has to do with the gas and oil reserves. The price of gas is down.
Yes,
That
we
means-
all know gas.
That means
it's
we
causing a
pay
lot of-
less taxes. So that taxes that normally would go into the coffers
No, we
aren't
get
there.
less taxes from gas companies.
Yes.
Yes. This is an interesting story. 209, I think I bought this first one, it was in Palm Springs. This is also from San Francisco. It's from this guy, Rudd, who started Dean and DeLuca, which is a
Heard of
fancy store, appetizer store in Soho, in New York. And he has a place in San Francisco too. He owns some vineyards up in, I guess, the hills, and he started making it in his vineyards.
That's
And-
called Old 209 or
No,
number
Old 209. It's 209
209.
gin.
Oh,
More. Oh, you want some too? Extra one?
The drive-up window is always hungry.
I gave him too much. He'll shut up. Oh,
It's like a baby who's
you didn't
teething.
hear that. Yes, if we put this in. So 209 is similar. You know, they're just down the street from each other.
But let me taste the raw.
That's a good idea.
Wow. Kind of sharp.
It's citrus flavors.
tickles my tongue.
More citrus. It's pretty darn good, isn't it?
Interesting.
Straight. It's
That's
pretty
very
good.
interesting. Yeah, it is good.
It
straight.
could use some mellowing.
Go easy.
Okay.
Of course, I only had the lime squeezed in there, so that may be part of it.
Oh, that's true. But it does have a citrus flavor. Remember that these two were voted 5 out of 5 for gin and tonic in the Gin Bible. The only other one from England sort of was Beefeater, not Hendrix. Hendrix gets like a 3.5. Bombay gets maybe a 4.
I've always liked Bombay.
Beefeater is good because, and I like Beefeater because it's got a strong juniper kick, and it works well in Negronis because it kicks up the flavor where you don't have flavor.
Now, doesn't Beefeater make more than one kind of?
Well, the straight regular
Gin?
Beefeater, the 40% alcohol gin.
Now, what's the other one that they make?
Beefeater 25.
25.
Which is
very hard to
24.
find.
It's made,
You don't see it most places. It's probably overpriced.
Tanqueray 10 you see, Bombay Sapphire you see. But you know, Bombay Sapphire is good because it has less of that. It's more ethereal. But for a drink, you don't want ethereal. You might as well drink, you know, slush water. So you want a little bit of juniper kick. I didn't taste this.
What is slush water?
Slush water is the stuff you make gin out of.
It's what they drink in Colorado. And I wouldn't. Oh, that would be good with it.
This is pretty good. It's very. Could use another little flavor, I think. It needs
It could, but it doesn't need it.
No, you taste a lot of citrus.
I don't know.
It's not big juniper.
A splash of cranberry.
What else? Cranberry, Aperol, anything.
True.
Absinthe. Absinthe always works.
Campari.
Campari always works.
Yes, indeed.
Anyway, so
Now, you know.
number 209. You know, I don't know where you get all these.
Yeah, where do you get?
Oh, this one I got when you called me up at Toucan and said they had this gin.
Oh.
And by the time I got there, this was the only one they had left.
Ah.
And this one I think I bought in Santa Barbara. Not Santa Barbara, Palm Springs.
Palm Springs.
And it was on sale there.
In a liquor store?
Supermarket.
Walmart.
I saw Sal and I said, "Oh, I'd like to try number 209."
Who wouldn't?
And it
That's
was
not his price,
very
was
good.
it?
Yeah, $209. No, I think it was. I think it's one of those expensive ones, but I think I must have got it for about $20.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay. You know, the Farm and Ranch Museum here in Las Cruces
No, I don't.
is,
Where is it?
it's a state museum out on North University Avenue
Yes, sir.
on the way to A Mountain.
Yes.
And they've just been recognized as one of the top museums in the country for what they do.
Really?
Yes,
For what they do, or just as a museum?
as a museum, and they received a new accreditation. And if you want to find out what that accreditation is all about, go out there and they'll tell you all about it.
It's all about that. The
I don't
best
wanna tell you-
stagecoach exhibit.
Yeah, I want you to go out there so you can find out for yourself and see the museum. It really is a nice place.
And speaking, and you can see that this Saturday night, or this, today. You can see that today from noon to midnight. Is it noon? Let me see. Got to read this. Okay. This Saturday, 5 to midnight, the Tequila, Taco, and Cerveza party is on. If you like tequilas, and who doesn't?
And beer.
Except, you know who doesn't like tequilas?
Who doesn't?
People have got sick on tequila, which are pretty much half the population, I believe.
No, but
You always
that's
can't
Jose
drink-
Cuervo. Forget
You-
that's not tequila.
So a good tequila is a good tequila. I got to admit that. And we've done tequila tastings,
We
and we
have.
were really happy from that.
More so at the end than at the beginning.
And what better place than a museum that has old Western Mexican stuff?
Yes, and they have revolving exhibits. They have a theater. They have an amphitheater. They have a
And you know-
convention room.
That's right. And you know what else I like? Tacos.
Who doesn't like tacos?
And a little bit of cerveza.
A little, yeah.
But I think cerveza and tequila together, man, you're going to take a
It's-
joyride on
it's
that.
a grand
stagecoach.
combination.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah.
a crazy night.
Yeah. Now, you know, I do want to mention
That's
something.
tonight, by the way.
Michael, you and I are in television. We've been in television now for a lot of years.
I'm glad you said that because I thought you were going to say, Michael, you and I are intelligent. I have to argue.
Well,
But we are in television, yes.
yes, and I just wanted to mention the passing of somebody else who was in television,
Who?
much bigger than we were. The television genius of Gary Marshall. The man helped create The Odd Couple on television.
I don't think that's him.
That's him
not
toward
him.
the end.
That's
Laverne
not
and
him.
Shirley, Happy Days.
That
That's
was
him.
Penny Marshall.
No, and he is also
Penny Marshall was in Laverne and Shirley, and
yes,
his sister.
His sister. I worked with Penny Marshall on a TV movie that Penny
I
Marshall
worked with
directed.
I worked with Quarter Marshall.
Who's that?
She was worth a lot more than Penny Marshall.
Well, not now. And so anyway, Gary Marshall, he directed the movie Pretty Woman and many other movies.
He did did he do, you know, when they mentioned this on NPR, somebody said something like Pretty Woman. One of them was Penny Marshall. It's, you know, when you see the name Marshall, you forget. But Gary Marshall was incredibly important.
He really was. Mork and
Almost-
Mindy.
Oh, yeah.
Mork and Mindy.
He's the one who found Robin Williams.
Discovered
They said,
Robin
who is
Williams,
this guy?
right.
And that guy made the show and invented Robin Williams, really.
I just moved to Los Angeles.
And they didn't choose you. Why not?
And they were shooting Mork and Mindy. I went to the Comedy Store one night with my father, who had helped me move to LA.
Really? Did you buy any
And
comedy?
Robin Williams was on stage that night.
Really?
Yes, and nobody knew who he was, and it was the most incredible thing I'd ever seen. I'd never seen a comic with that much intellect,
Craziness?
quick,
He
and
was
manic
just-
energy.
He would just go from
It was unbelievable. He was the
topic to
greatest one of the
topic.
night. So, yeah. Anyway, Gary Marshall, we love you. Now, Gonzales Nursery. They're
Yeah,
out-
I saw that. I have no idea what this means.
Yeah, well, they're out there on Highway 70.
Yeah.
And, well, it was a nursery, but they're more into landscaping. They're morphing into landscaping.
Gonzales Landscaping. That would be a good logo for a tequila bottle.
That's a nice logo they have.
a nice logo.
Whoever designed it.
So
and,
what
and
about
if you
them?
go out there, if you go out there and talk to them about some landscaping, they'll give you a free cactus.
No way.
Yeah, they will.
Because they don't have any cactuses enough. How big is the cactus they're going to give?
Well,
you?
we don't know. It's a
Wait,
starter.
why
starter
are we
cactus,
doing
I'm
this?
sure.
Tell me why we're doing this. Spot.
Well, they've been in business 49 years,
I think that's good.
and they're going to be doing some business here with the Las Cruces Channel. So,
Really?
Oh, so we like to give those people a plug.
Okay, well then that's good.
We always give those people
A free
plug.
cactus is
yes.
good.
Yeah.
What is that phone number for? That's your phone number.
Well, I can't read the phone number.
527-650-2727. Was that it? I can't remember. 382.